Let's put Eddie on the phone. He is walking West Virginia to Tennessee. It is day number 3. Now, Eddie, I thought we'd be walking by now. And by we, obviously, I mean just you. But I thought you'd be on the road, but you're not yet.
I'm
I'm not, Bones, because there's a storm passing through, and I'm looking at the radar, and it should be gone
hopefully in the next 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh, man.
So how far does that set you back, though?
It's going
to set me back a little bit, but again, yesterday, I went about 3 extra miles that I should have, so thank God I did that, so I should be on pace.
I'm looking at you now. Eddie is sitting in the passenger side of the car that Scuba Steve follows him in. The top of the car is covered in water. You guys are under an awning, so it is raining. Oh, I see Rod Phillips, our boss there. Hey, ask him when we're getting our world premiere, Eddie. He said he's going to tell us this week.
Hey, Rod. Bobby said that you were going to tell us this week if we're going to get our world premiere. So
that's what he's worried about.
There's nothing else to do. Eddie's sitting on his butt waiting for the rain. Eddie, do you have any rain clothes?
I do.
So I stopped at Bass Pro Shop, got myself a rain jacket, a slicker with a hood, and I got some. I don't know if this is gonna work, Bones. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's like water repellent. You spray on tents. I'm gonna try to spray those on my shoes so I can stay dry.
Morgan, can people see what's happening with Eddie on the stream right now?
Yeah, they can.
That's not just for me. That's for everybody.
Yep, everybody's seeing that.
If you go to our Facebook page, you can watch Eddie. He's sitting, waiting for the rain to pass. All right, Eddie. I guess we'll let you go for now because there's really nothing to talk about. How are your feet this morning?
Actually, Bones, not too bad. I mean, the closer I get to walking and moving around a little bit, it feels a little better. So that's positive.
Are you being proactive about keeping your feet from hurting today? Because today is probably the biggest, hardest day for you.
Yes. Yeah, today's going to be rough, man. I mean, the extra 3 miles I did yesterday was already a huge uphill, so that's what I'm expecting to take. Up, down. So it's terrible.
Last night we got on Instagram Live, and it was me and Eddie and Mike D and Scuba Steve. We were doing like this 4-person, and we talked. Eddie was in the hotel. He had his feet up, and we finished. And Eddie texted me. He goes, "Hey, it's really fun when all of us get on and talk together." And I was like, "We do it every day on the radio."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's what we do for a living." All right, Eddie. We'll check back in with you. We'll give you 20 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And honestly, man, I think if I get a light drizzle going, I might just start the walk.
Did you look at the radar all the way? I mean, have you seen the radar yourself?
Me? Yes.
Yes. I mean, it doesn't look good.
What's the name of the town you're in?
I'm in Lebanon, Virginia.
Okay. Lebanon, Virginia. Oh. Dang, bro. There's a lot. There's quite the storm a-brewing.
I know, but I'm moving in the direction that it's coming from, so hopefully if I walk fast, I can beat the storm. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
That's doable.
Mike, do you see how bad this is here? I think Eddie's going to have to just do Lieutenant Dan and go at the storm and curse it as he's walking through it.
And start yelling
at God and everything?
No, just not. I think we leave God out of this.
Okay.
I mean, you're fine through the rain. It's just as long as it's not lightning, right?
Yeah,
there's no lightning. It's just right now. It's a good constant rain.
Yeah, hit the road, Jack.
Yeah. I once ran an entire half marathon in the rain.
Oh,
a half. Wow.
Well, I'm
you're
saying
cool.
I ran it. It was like the St. Jude half, and it was decided to storm that day. I think the year was 2014. I'll never forget it.
Oh.
And then she hit you with the flex that it was for St. Jude.
Yeah.
That's right, Eddie. Okay. Hey, by the way, Eddie's gonna be walking today. I looked. Eddie, you've now raised over $80,000.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Listeners are donating $5 and $10 at a pop, and you've now raised. I think the last time I checked, it was $82,000.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
So keep on, Eddie's walking West Virginia to Tennessee. We'll check in with him in a little bit. All right, bye, Eddie.
All right, see you.
All right, see you, man.
Chasing you right now, Bobby Bone Show. We'll take your calls as well. 877-77 Bobby. I mean, there's a lot of rain, Amy.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of rain.
Yeah.
All right, our guy Eddie is walking. It's been raining. He just started. Are you walking with an umbrella?
No. So our program director, Gator, and then Rod came out. Well, they came to play golf, I guess, because they had a bunch of golf gear. I don't need it, Bones. I got like golf pants, water repellent, and a hoodie and everything. I'm good to go.
I was told that our executives were driving out to support you. I didn't know they were coming out to play golf.
I think I might have busted them right there.
So Eddie's walking. It's the first time. You have how many miles to go today?
I guess I'm about a half a mile right now into my walk. So let's just go with 22.
22 miles today. Now he will be walking, and he told us it's harder to walk downhill than it is uphill. But he's going to be
knees.
walking down into like a valley and then up mountains. Do you feel safe today where you're walking?
Especially with a big radio station van behind Scuba now? Yeah.
There's a radio station van?
That's what Rod and Gator brought.
They
brought
drove
a big van.
the van?
They drove a station van out there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What station did they drive?
In the big 98, man.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, they're playing golf. They didn't drive their own car. I need to be a radio executive, man. They have no life.
Oh, I just thought of this tip. It might help, Eddie. If your knees are bothering you and you're going downhill, because again, I don't know the exact terrain, but sometimes it helps if you turn to the side for a little bit. You can alternate to the left, to the right, and you can go down, walk sideways down, and that'll give your knees some relief.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was kind of doing backwards walk yesterday. Scuba thought I was just kind of like jamming with him, but I really was just trying to stretch my legs.
Yeah.
How are you physically right now?
So I'm good. But the feet feel good right now. Once I started walking, they feel a lot better. I have a little soreness on my leg. So I think that'll go away after like an hour of walking, I think.
I'm watching you from Scuba's camera. He's driving behind you. And you have your backpack on. You're in like a red, some sort of like lined jacket. These cars are flying by him too. I mean, they're going, dude. I mean, they're doing 85 miles an hour flying right by you. He's got
they're not slowing down.
His hood over his head, and he's walking. And so rain is coming down on you for sure. We feel for you. We're proud of you. Keep on trucking, my friend.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys, everyone listening. Really, like all the encouragement keeps me going. So thank you.
If you go over to the stream right now on Facebook, you can actually watch this from Scuba Steve's perspective. I think his phone is just up, and he's watching Eddie. Is that what's up, Morgan?
Yeah, he has his phone up, and he's like taping from the car, so that way hopefully we have some good service.
We can also put a link up on our Facebook page. Is there somewhere to write that up in like the main header where you can go to donate for Eddie's? There's got to be, right?
Maybe, but okay. I'm not sure I can figure that out right now.
All right, BobbyBones.com. Find your link. Donate. Eddie, thank you. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Keep walking.
Thanks, guys.
He's walking West Virginia to Tennessee. He started 2 days ago. He's got 25 miles to do today, roughly. All right, let's go over and do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
There was a very special arrival at Miami International Airport Sunday as a woman went into labor and gave birth to a baby girl at the airport.
Oh, my gosh.
Airport employees rushed to the woman's aid, and Miami-Dade police and fire rescue personnel also helped welcome the baby. What do you think she named the baby? Now, it is in the theme.
Mm-hmm. Terminal.
Okay, that's one answer.
Gate.
Little gate, okay.
Baggage claim.
Any guesses, Lunchbox?
Departure. Arrival.
Arrival.
Oh, Arrival's good. That's a pretty good name.
She named the baby Mia.
Why?
Oh, Miami International Airport.
Oh, MIA.
MIA.
Got it.
That's right. The mother and baby are doing well. A woman named Julia tried to withdraw $20 from her Chase bank account on Saturday, but during a balance check, the ATM showed she had almost $1 billion.
Amazing.
The ATM then told her withdrawing $20 would cause an overdraft, even though she had $1 billion.
Oh, so total glitch.
She refuses to touch the money in her account. She's scared cyber criminals could take the money that she does have. Yesterday, a guy thought he had $1 trillion in like his online,
Bitcoin
something
stuff.
account.
Yeah.
And then, if you remember, we talked about that Friends reunion. And I said, hey, it's kind of odd they didn't make Gunther go in. Something must be going on with him. Because even Justin Bieber went in. He didn't even do a Venmo or a Zoom.
Video, yeah.
And so I thought something was up because it's not like a huge star of that show, yet he still didn't have to go in. And I remember saying, like, man, I hope he's okay. Turns out he is sick. James Michael Tyler, who plays Gunther, reveals he's battling stage 4 prostate cancer.
Oh, that's terrible.
And so that's why he was not there for the Friends
Now that makes
reunion
sense.
episode.
He couldn't travel.
The 59-year-old said he was diagnosed in 2018. He says it's left the bottom part of his body paralyzed. So he is undergoing chemo. He said the illness stopped him from appearing in person, which aired on HBO last month. They still have hopes for him.
Wow.
But stage 4, that stinks.
Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, yeah, I guess that, it makes sense he wasn't there. But at least they still were able to include him so we could see him.
Yeah. All right, there you go. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Thomas, we're at 16, Bobby Bone Show. Call us if you want to talk to us, a question, a comment, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number. 77-BOBBY. Thank you. Got a couple options for the next segment, Amy. Would you like to hear how much money this guy spent to look like a filtered version of himself?
Oh, okay.
So I guess you go onto a doctor and you go, make me look like me when I've swiped the Instagram filter.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Okay, they could do that. Or would you like to know an article that Mike D found called Celebs Who Dated a Fan and How They Met?
Oh, well, I mean, I want to do both.
I don't know. We got to talk to Eddie.
Okay,
but
no.
if you have to pick one first, because sometimes we run out of time.
Okay, well, we're going to do both, but I want to go with the celebs who dated a fan.
You want that one first?
Yes.
Okay.
Let
me ask Eddie, because he's walking in the rain right now. Eddie, are you even listening to the show?
Of course. Dude,
okay.
You're the only, that's all I got.
Would you rather hear the guy that spent a bunch of money to look like a photo filtered image of himself, or celebrities who dated a fan?
Celebs that dated a fan, 100%.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. Eddie's walking now. I would imagine, too, though, there aren't a lot of people on the side of the road waiting for you today because of the rain.
Right. Although it stopped raining. I got a little drizzle, but the hard stuff stopped.
I mean, but I feel like our listeners are pretty amazing. They'll show up rain or shine.
I'd show up more shine,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I'm going to show up shine a little later down the road. Mm-hmm. So far, though, you've only been walking for what, like 15 minutes?
It says 0.9 miles.
Okay. Over 20 to go.
Good job.
We'll check in with Eddie, and then we'll also do the segment about celebrities who dated a fan. All that on the way. So there's an article about celebrities who dated and or married a fan, which I felt was pretty interesting. Mike D found this on BuzzFeed. Number 1 is Steve Harvey. When Marjorie Bridges went to a Steve Harvey comedy show, in the middle of his set, he stopped the set, stopped telling jokes, looked at her in the audience, and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is, but I'm going to marry her." They got married in 2007.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Huh. I mean, it worked out.
Well, you also don't know if she's even with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, do you look on both sides of her and see if there's a dude? And if there is, that's even more baller if you end up marrying her. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that is interesting for sure.
All the Hanson brothers.
They all married fans.
All 3 Hanson brothers met their wives at concerts.
Yeah.
Kate Tucker and Natalie Bryant attended an Atlanta show together where they met Zach and Taylor. Isaac spotted his future spouse, Nicole, in the middle of the crowd at a different gig.
What? This actually happens? Where they just point? I mean, I know they meet them and then they have to have something in common and they get along, but still. That's crazy.
Justin and Hailey Bieber.
Yeah, but she's from a famous family.
Fair.
But still, yeah, she did go to his concert when she was a kid. Like her dad introduced her to Justin Bieber, like on Good Morning America or something, in the sides, back in the green room or something. And she was so excited and geeked out.
Oh, I saw the one where she was half asleep and did not care at all.
Oh.
That's the clip where I saw him introduce her.
You're right. It's the opposite.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
she
why
was like, huh?
No, you're right. She was totally not excited.
When Hailey was younger, she was a huge fan of Justin Bieber while he was dating Selena Gomez. After they broke up, Hailey and Justin met for the first time. They then had an on and off again dating relationship, and then they got married in 2018 and had their reception in 2019.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, Justin thought it was odd that she was so like that because most girls that met him were freaking out.
And it was mostly she was just sleepy.
Yeah.
The next one is Conan. Lisa Powell was in the audience during a 2000 taping of Late Night with Conan O'Brien, where she caught the host's eye, and he fell for her instantly. Conan said, "Somewhere in the vault at NBC, there's footage of me literally falling for my wife on camera."
Wow.
I would think that's a bit different going to that show as a fan than going to like a Hanson show.
Yeah.
You might just be going to, you don't have to love Conan to go to the Conan O'Brien show. You don't have to be a diehard Conan fan.
Yeah, but if you're at Hanson, you're normally screaming,
Yes.
dancing along, singing. Mm-hmm.
I would think the Conan thing's slightly different than the other ones so far. Because sometimes when you're just a tourist, you just do tourist things.
Like, to that point, the Steve Harvey thing could be similar.
Probably not. It's probably a Steve Harvey show.
But yeah, a comedy show, sometimes okay.
When you buy tickets for a comedian at a big theater, you don't just buy tickets at the theater and go, I wonder who's going to do some jokes.
Oh, maybe a friend dragged you there.
Harry Styles went on a date with a girl named Towns Edar Jones after her sister set her up on a blind date with him. It was actually inspired a song called Carolina. They only went on the first date. So she was just a fan, just in general. Here is a clip of Harry Styles singing about a girl he went on a date with.
Moved all the way 'cause her grandma told her towns, better swim before you drown.
That's probably the worst one of all of them, though. You want a couple more or no?
Yes.
Patrick Dempsey. Hairdresser Jillian Fink was shocked when Patrick Dempsey scheduled an appointment for a quick trim, and after 3 years as her client, he asked her out. They got married in 1999.
Oh, wow.
I don't feel like that's the same.
Yeah, but she was a fan. Like,
But
she
I
was
don't-
excited that he booked with her.
It says shocked when he scheduled an appointment. This says nothing about her going and chasing him being a fan.
Okay.
You can marry your hairdresser.
But you can still be like, oh my gosh, McDreamy's coming in for a...
Maybe, but she may have famous clients all the time.
Okay.
Kate Middleton and Prince William. According to her former classmates, Kate Middleton had a poster of Prince William on her bedroom wall for several years.
Oh man, she manifested it.
Yeah, that's a real one. The hairdresser, I don't really buy that much.
Okay.
This one though,
Yeah.
you put a poster up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Liam from One Direction. Maya Henry first met Liam at a One Direction meet and greet.
Oh.
They started dating. They got engaged. They just called it quits in the last couple months. But met at a meet and greet.
Have you, well, I mean, you're getting married soon, but I mean, back in the day when you had meet and greets for Raging
No.
Idiot? No.
Never.
Because I mean, I don't even think you really get time to know someone well enough.
And you're in a different city, and it wasn't like I had the money to go fly to a different city all the time. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
no. Zero. Eddie is on the phone. He is walking from West Virginia to Tennessee. Eddie, is it still raining on you?
Drizzle. It's a constant little drizzle.
Are the cars still flying by you?
Oh, yeah, man. These people have places to be. They're not slowing down.
Steve's behind you. I see the new car. Looks really nice. Hyundai Tucson, right?
Oh, dude, this car's legit. Like, it's got this feature. I told you last night. It's got a feature where the whole seat cools. I don't know what the technology is, but I sit in there for a little bit when I take my rest. It's a great car.
I do want to play a voicemail. This is voicemail number 3. This is Marlena from Pittsburgh.
I just have a question for Lunchbox. Are you going to be upset if Eddie gets on the news over his trek from West Virginia to Tennessee? Just curious. Let us know. Love y'all.
Yes, well, absolutely. I mean, he walked a few miles and he gets on TV for it. Come on now, that's ridiculous.
Well,
I mean, it's great for Eddie. I'm excited for him, but to get on the news for it, I mean, unreal ridiculous.
Well, he has so far raised $85,000, and it is basically a 100-mile walk.
yeah, for foster families.
So there's notable things in all this: the money raised, the distance he walked, why he's doing it.
Well, then put us on the news because we're helping him raise that money. I mean, we're sitting here telling people to go donate. I mean, so we should all be on the news. It's a group effort. If he gets the spotlight, that's ridiculous.
All right, let's pull up the total amount so far that's been donated.
Let's rub it in.
Well, Eddie, has the news by any chance talked to you?
Yeah, there's a station out of West Virginia that I did a little interview on earlier. I don't know when that airs, though. But, hey, I'm happy to be on the news. Let's go. Any station. Call me.
No. Calm down.
Call me. You'll be going through, like, Bristol, Johnson City, Tri-Cities, right? That's where you're ending it?
Yes, in Bristol.
So if anyone wants to go and meet Eddie there, he's happy to do interviews. You're going to fly your crew out. Right now, tote board me. As of right now, the goal was $10,000 for Eddie to make this walk. As of right now, you guys have raised $86,451. How do you feel about that, Eddie?
That's it. I'm starting to run. I'm going to run.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, okay.
He's going to finish
Sure.
today. I mean,
I'm
wouldn't
just kidding.
it be sweet if he could raise $100,000?
No, that would be amazing. I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I do believe that it's possible and we can do it. So
This is all for National Angels. It's for, an organization that helps with foster families, which Eddie is, is how he got himself into this. Eddie, keep walking. We'll check in with you later.
Thanks, Bones.
You can find that link at bobbybones.com. Click that Eddie page. Or on our Facebook where you can watch the stream. It's pinned up there in the first comment. There's a link there.
yeah, and it's not a random organization. Like Eddie's a foster dad and works very closely with them. I have worked with National Angels as well over the years, so we can vouch for the difference that they're making in foster families.
And just $5.
Yeah.
We don't need any more than that. Just $5.
And the foster kid, they help support the families and can do, come Christmas time, I went with them once to deliver Christmas gifts to the family that was fostering tons of kids, and it just was such an awesome experience.
Keep walking, Eddie. We'll check back in with you in a minute. Jake Owen, Made for You Now. Bobby Bone Show.
Get your bones on, get your Bobby bones on. Bobby bones,
All right, I'm going to go to Eddie here and see which bit he'd like to do next. Eddie, do you want to do the story about the guy who paid a whole bunch of money for plastic surgery that made his face look like a filtered picture? That's option 1. Or do you want the update from Amy and that check that she was sent from the cat scam? Is Eddie alive?
Hello.
Eddie has fallen off the face of the earth. Oh, no.
You might have to have somebody else.
Well, maybe that's the bit. Hang around. See if Eddie's alive next. Wow. Hey, Ray, have you heard from him?
I mean, just that static. Hillary talked to him 30 seconds ago.
Huh. Okay, well, in the next segment, we're all going to find out if we talk to Eddie. I'm a little worried now. All right, we're back in a second. We lost Eddie on his walk. He did leave me this voice memo, though, during commercial. Here you go.
Hey, I'm about 2 miles in, and I was just on the phone with you, but it crapped out. It looks like I'm going downhill, so I'm probably going into a valley. I may lose some cell service, but I don't know. That's the situation.
He did not get eaten by a bear. He just lost cell. So if we get him, we'll check in with him in a second. Let's play Chris Young, Kane Brown, Famous Friends, Bobby Bones Show. Thank you guys for hanging out. Eddie. Wait. Do we have him, Ray?
Hector, we'll see you, buddy.
Hey, there he is. Hey, you're back.
Hey, I'm here.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Hector from Texas, he's working, he's roofing in Virginia, so he drove over here to meet me on my walk.
Oh,
I
amazing.
just take a picture with him.
Did you lose cell? Are you down in the valley?
Yeah, so I lost cell for a little bit. It was just spotty, in and out, but now I'm headed back uphill, so I guess it's getting better.
Okay, we'll let you walk. We'll check in with you in a little bit. You're good, though, right now. Body's good. Mind's good.
Hey, dude, I'm good. A+.
How are your feet?
I'm not even thinking about it. A+.
Okay, I like that. Not even thinking about it. I was talking to him
All
last
right.
night, and he was like, the only time I don't hurt is when you guys are talking to me.
Oh, wow.
Because he
Okay.
doesn't listen to podcasts or anything. He just walks and enjoys nature.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, see you guys.
Is he up on the stream, Morgan, right now? Or is it still bad
No,
cell?
it's all gone.
All right, BobbyBones.com if you want to donate $5 to the charity Eddie is walking for. And hopefully tomorrow morning we will be able to actually call this thing. And he makes it all the way to Tennessee. Guy spent $180,000 to look like a photo-filtered image of himself.
That's a lot of money.
He decided to cut out the middleman for the low price of $180,000. He opted to get multiple procedures done to make him look like he has been put through a filter. I mean, I'm looking at him now.
So
It looks like his face. He has light in part of his. You know how you swipe that filter and it looks like your face is a little more lit in certain places. Your
Yeah?
cheekbones, your forehead.
That's something you can do to
Apparently
your face?
so, because to me it just looks like he's got lip filler in, which looks terrible.
Mhm.
But his skin does look pretty good. Surgeries included cheek fillers, Botox, veneers, laser hair removal, microblading, and he thinks it's the perfect look.
Wow.
To maintain his new look, he now goes through bi-monthly anti-wrinkle injections, which he says keeps him looking flawless. So for the low price of $180,000, you two can look like this guy.
Man, filters are crazy. I mean, I think they're fun, but then you also have to like be careful with how often you're using them.
Yeah. I saw somebody for the first time. Someone's like, "Hey, you should meet them." I said, "Oh, I've seen them on Instagram." And they always use a filter. When I met them, they did not have a filter on. And I was kind of like, "Huh."
Interesting.
Not quite what was advertised.
I know. I think for a lot of us, it's important to not use the filter from time to time so that you remember what you look like.
All right, we'll check in with Eddie coming up in just a few minutes. Bobby Bones Show.